Okay, so today we're going to look at adding Zybooks to a Canvas class. We'll look at how to add the app, how to create assignments, and how to create quizzes. So let's go ahead and look at the desktop and get started. Okay, as you can see right now, I am in an empty class. This will be my networking class for the spring of 25, and I'm going to go ahead and add Zybooks to that. And so the first thing we have to do is add the app. Now the app should be installed and available through our domain because I did that the other day, but I'm going to show you how to add the app, and then once it's added, you can go. We'll go through how to do assignments and how to do tests. But the first thing you need to do is go to Settings, and then Apps, View App Configuration. You want to go here, and we're going to add an app. First of all, check through the list and make sure Zybooks is not installed. It should be the last item. We're going to add an app, and the type of add that we're going to do is by client ID. So by client ID, and that's how we're going to add it. Unfortunately, I forgot to copy that ID, so let me go do that really quickly. I'm going to hop over here to Canvas, and I need to go to the administration setting. I'll give you this number. In fact, this number will be the one you want to use. So let me go in here and get the client ID number. It's under developer keys, and that's it right there, 448000000264. That is the number that you will use. It's the one that I generated when I added Zybooks to our domain. So 448 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 zeros, 264. So you're going to copy that, or I'll send it to you in an email so you can copy it. And then we're going to add it here. And we're going to hit submit, and it should say that the tool was found. You want to install it, and we're going to say yes, we want to install it. Alright, now when we go back, I'm going to hit refresh just to make sure it had a chance to do that. We're going to go back now and look at apps, and let's see if Zyback is down there where it's supposed to be, and there it is. Zyback LTI 1.3 tool. That is the tool that we need. If it says anything different, then we need to redo it. So Zybooks LTI 1.3 tool, that's what we need. So now we have it installed, and now we can add assignments and tests and whatever else we need to do. So what you'll be doing then is, let's say we want to add an assignment. So first of all, we're going to add the assignment here. In Canvas, we click on Add Assignment, and we're going to call this one the very first assignment. Let me see, I'm going to go back. I already have Zybooks, my page open, so I'm going to go ahead and go back here. Now, you're going to want to use the book that is specifically for the semester you're working in. Right now, I've only got the Fall 2024 book, but I still have this evaluation copy. I'm going to add a Fall 2024 assignment, even though technically it's not the assignment that I would add, because I'm going to delete this assignment when I get done. So you would open up the book, and you're going to figure out where you want it. So this will be the first assignment. That's going to be network topologies. And so what you'll do is you're going to go back to Canvas and call this, I do it, Module 1 Network TOPO Topology. Now you can add whatever instructions here. I generally add a lot more stuff here, and I'll show you if you want to how to do that, but it's not necessary, because when they get there, they're just going to see a page with a button on it that says go here. So, but you do need to add the points and put it in assignments. This is important. It can't be points. It has to be percentages. Zybooks doesn't understand points. It only understands percentages. So if you leave this as points and you put a different number of points in here than 100, it's going to confuse the grade book. So let's we want to go 100 points and set it as percentage, or do something, some amount of points, but set it as a percentage rather than points. The next thing that's important is you're going to want an external tool. All your assignments need to be done through the external tool if you want them to be in Zybook. So you've got external tool. Now we need to find the tool, and it's the tool that I just installed, and it's at the very bottom. Zybooks LTI 1.3 tools. You'll click that, hit select. Notice it says load as a new tab. It needs to do that because otherwise it gets real crammed up and the page doesn't look good at all. So external tool, Zybooks, load in a new tab. And then everything else you can add later. I'm not going to put any due dates or anything like that because I don't know when these will be due, but then save and publish. All right, you're halfway to adding an assignment. Now you have to go back and complete the other half. We have to tell this button what it needs to connect to. So we're going to click on the button, and it should take us to our book. And it did. So we're going to click on our book. We're going to create a link. Now, if you want this grade to be graded in Canvas, you have to use this button, create a link or assignment. If you want to just have a link to the assignment and you take all your grades out of Zybook and manually move them over, then you can hit this button. When you're creating an exam, we'll hit this button. But for right now, let's just go here. We're going to create a link or assignment. And then we're going to add. Now, first things first, we don't know the time or the due date yet, so I would take that out. We can come back in and add that later. All right, so Module 1, Network Topologies, it's going to be here. Module 1 is here. And at this point, you would hit link. And when you do that, it's going to take you back to Canvas because that will configure the link that you need to make that button work. So when you hit link, all right, return to LMS. It's done what it needs to do. So now if we click on our assignment, we see our instructions, we see the button. If we click on the button, it takes us to where our students need to be. They can work through the assignment, they can watch the animations, they can do the questions, they can do the challenges here at the bottom somewhere. There we go. And then they're done. And then having configured it this way, this assignment, when they're done, it will send a grade back to Canvas. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to add a quiz. Once we've added an assignment or some assignments, we need to add our chapter quizzes. And so the way that we're going to do that is we're going to go to our Zybooks account first. We build the quizzes in Zybook, but then we import them into Canvas as QTI files. So let's go ahead and go to Zybook. And I'm going to build a segmentation quiz for Module 5. But the place that we find the material is down in the test banks. So let me go ahead and add. First thing you want to do is add a test. And I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Module 6 Segmentation Chapter Quiz. Then I'm going to go to the test banks and look for segmentation. It has 36 questions. I'm going to click here to select them all and review and export. We're going to export this as a QTI file. We're not going to create it per se in Zybooks. We're going to build it as a Canvas quiz. So review and export. In this drop-down menu here, we want it as a Canvas QTI version 2.1 Canvas file. And then we're going to export it. Don't hit done yet. We want to export it. Our computer will automatically download it. And so there it is. And now we can hit done. Okay, once we are through with that, we're finished in Zybooks. And we can go back to Canvas. So now we can go in, and I've already created a module 6 segmentation quiz. So first of all, let me dump this one out. I don't want that one anymore. And I'm going to add the questions. I'm going to import the questions into this quiz I created. So you basically just go into Canvas, create a quiz like you ordinarily would. Make sure it's a classic quiz, not a new one, and that it has no questions in it. We need to go to Home next and then import existing content. That was my mistake. Select one, and we want to import a QTI zip file. Choose the file, and it's in our Downloads folder. So it's going to be this one we just imported at 11:05. We're going to open it, and I'm going to give it a new name, which it doesn't matter. It's going to completely ignore me here, but I'm going to call it Module 6 Chapter Test. And I'm going to hit Import. And now it's queued up. It'll take it a minute to run, but it will bring in all the questions. Hopefully it will just take it a few minutes. It depends on how much time or how many tasks are currently running. Apparently not many right now because it's already done. So now I can go back to my quiz. Go back to modules. Module 6 segmentation quiz. And now I can edit it and add the questions. No, don't do that. Go back in. I didn't save it last time, so let's go to questions, and we're going to find questions, and this time it should have 22 questions, so that's the one we want. We want to select all of them because I don't want to cheat anybody. Now you'll notice there's a little problem here. They're kind of out. These questions import in computer numbering, so it goes to question 1 and then jumps to 10, 11, 12, all question 2 and then question 20. It goes through the 20s. Question 3, and so we have to drag these questions around a little bit. It's a little bit of a nuisance, but it's not bad. So we add the questions, and now we take question 9 and we bring it back up here to where it belongs, above question 10. And we'll come back here, and on our way. All right, so now that we have our questions in the right order, make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, once we have all our questions in the right order, we hit Save and Publish. And now our quiz is ready for our students to take it. All we have to do then is publish the module, and the quiz is ready. So that is essentially how we would import the app, how we would create an assignment, and also how we would create a quiz. And so essentially that's all you have to do. Then what happens, because we use the external tool for the assignments, the assignment grades will be shared back to Canvas. Also, because our quizzes are just Canvas quizzes with questions imported, the quiz grades will come into Canvas. So all our grades should come into Canvas. We will have to go back into Zybooks, and when we get our due dates, when we figure out what due dates we want for the assignments and the quizzes, or not the quizzes but for the assignments, we will have to go back into Zybooks and add those due dates, because the due dates from Canvas do not communicate with the due dates from Zybooks. That's another thing that I discovered the other day, is that you have to manually add due dates to both deals. So that's that, and the numbering with the questions are the only problems that I've been able to see so far. But that's how it's done. If you have any questions, please let me know. That's what I'm here for, and I will do my best to help. Okay, so once again, if you need help getting this done, holler at me, let me know. I will include in the email the ID that you need to add the app. Remember, the first thing you have to do is add the app, and then you have to then you can add quizzes. Just remember to use the external tool for the submission type, And then when you're adding quizzes, you'll go into Zybooks first and create the quiz and export the questions as a QTI version 2 or 1.2 for Canvas, and then you'll import them into Canvas. So if you have any questions, let me know, but that should be pretty much everything that we need to know to get this integrated. Currently, I've got Module 6, up to Module 6 integrated, so I'm going to continue on, and I should be ready to go for next semester.